Hello folks, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the Matchday Tavern. My name is Key. We are live for Argentina, La Albiceleste versus Austria, who have the not brilliant nickname of Das Team. La Albiceleste sounds so much more exotic. Das Team is the Austrians' national team nickname. My God, it's hot. Good grief, it's hot, isn't it? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all good. Enjoyed your day. Your Monday's not been too hectic and not too disrupted by the heat. Before we get stuck in, obviously we're 5 minutes away from kickoff. Before we get stuck in, big shout out to friends of the channel, Oxford Natural. Oxford Natural continuing to sponsor the Matchday Tavern throughout the World Cup. A big shout out to them and the Optimum Day and Night supplements. If you're looking to start your health journey, you're looking to maybe kickstart your health journey, make some positive changes. Good grief, Key. Health's getting to my head. The heat is getting to my head. Jesus, tonight. This isn't a great read. Go and check out Oxford Natural anyway. 70% off your first order with code KEY70. Assuming I'm still with it. But yeah, goodness, the heat is absolutely mad. I can't say that Oxford Natural will be able to help with that, but it will certainly be able to help with Optimum Day. Will certainly help you with your cravings. It will help you with your energy throughout the day, keeping you on track if you're looking to shed a few pounds. Then you've got Oxford Natural's Optimum Night, which is about helping you to rest, relax, reset. It can even do it during this heat. During this heat, my goodness me. It's hard enough to sleep in this heat, isn't it? But it's about helping you rest and reset and relax. And yeah, if you're curious, if you're wanting to start a more positive health journey, and you're looking to kickstart that, Oxford Natural's a great way to start. We've seen great people like Michael Owen. We've seen Robbie at AFTV, KG, people that you've seen on the right-hand side here, get phenomenal results shifting the weight and making some positive health changes with Oxford Natural. So if you want to do a bit of that, then go and check them out. And a big thank you again to them for sponsoring the channel. And with that said, let's get stuck into Argentina versus Austria. The lineups are in. Emiliano Martinez in goal, Nahuel Molina, Christian Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Facundo Medina at the back. Usual midfield of Rodrigo De Paul, Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez, with Thiago Almada and Lionel Messi either side of Lautaro Martinez. For Austria, it is Alexander Schlager. I did say Schlager in goal. Stefan Posch, Kevin Danzo of Spurs with David Alaba at the back, and Konrad Laimer of Bayern Munich, who has just signed a new contract with them. In midfield, they've gone with Nicholas Sievold, Xaver Schlager, and Romano Schmidt. They've also got young Bayern Munich star Paul Wanner and Marcel Sabitzer, who you might remember from his brief spell at Manchester United. And the attacker today is Michael Gregoric. Michael Gregoric is the attacker for today. Right. And before we get stuck in, as always, hello everyone. Good to see you all. How are you all doing? How's your day going? Lovely to see all the nice, lovely people in the chat. I've not said hello to anyone yet because I'm incredibly rude. Jelly, Man City fan, City of Northville, good to see you as always, mate. Jelly, this will be played at Dallas Stadium that has AC. Christ, I wish this room had AC. Number one security saying 3-1 to Argentina today. 3-star, good evening everyone. Hope you're all well and been keeping cool and well hydrated. I know our Jelly likes a bottle break in this heat. I know, yeah, do we get away with a bottle break in this one, Jelly? Sarah, lovely to see you. George, how's it going? I follow the Blues, says Salah's Egypt winning 3-1 and possibly topping their group. It was nice to see that. Listen, I'm not Mo Salah's biggest fan. As a Liverpool fan, I'm pretty disappointed with how he ended his Liverpool career. But it was nice to see him. He was getting thrown up and outside and celebrating on the streets of Vancouver with the Egyptian fans. And good luck to him. I thought that was really nice, a nice touch. Pete, good evening, Key. Great day for football. It is indeed. Matty, good to see you. Neil Jagger says, evening, everyone. My son's D.V. practice expedition, and he managed not to get burnt. Well, that's a good start. That's always good. Timbo, looking forward to Ankara Messi. Ankara Messi? Messi Ankara? I don't know what that means. Joe, hi, Key. I'm all done now. Good, mate. I'm glad. Well, how do you feel it went? More importantly, how do you feel it went? I know you've been revising for that stuff all long, like for a long time now. Hopefully you feel confident that you gave your best go at it. That's the main thing. Key, Messi or Ronaldo? I don't think there's a... Yeah, I don't know. I like both. I really like both. As players, anyway. I mean, Ronaldo, some questionable stuff in his... But I think you can't really look past the fact that Ronaldo's done it in places that Messi hasn't. And I don't know. I think they're both very, very good. Timbo says, Key, you uncultured swine. It's iconic Muslim commentary on a Messi goal. Ah. Well, that would explain why I don't know it then. Muslim commentary is not my forte. And I don't think they want Muslim commentary. Surely it's just Arabic commentary. You uncultured swine. Me uncultured, you uncultured, I'm thinking. Ollie says, I reckon Argentina get to the quarterfinals of this tournament. 3 stars said, gutted to have missed the 2 high-scoring games after the Iran game last night. I tell you what, the Uruguay-Cape Verde game was phenomenal. I loved that. Loved that one. It was brilliant. Argentina, ball forward, big chance, side netting. Quick bit of, a fun fact, I guess. Austria, by the way. Austria are one of 17 countries worldwide. One of 17. This isn't the halftime quiz, by the way. But Austria is one of 17 countries worldwide where the national flag is the same upside down as it is the right way up. Which I thought was quite interesting. Which I saw a few days ago and I thought, I'll save that for the Austria game. So there's 16 other countries worldwide that have flags that are the same upside down. There's a little teaser for you. Key hit me with Uno reverse. Norway v Senegal at 1 a.m. What a game that is. Yeah, debating whether or not to do that one. I guess it depends how these next two go. United Kingdom is correct. Yeah, United Kingdom is correct. That's one of them. We don't have to do this during the game. I just thought that I'll tell you which ones they are. Argentina are in. Martinez, big tackle that. Huge, huge tackle. There's a claim for the penalty, but you're never getting it. That's an absolutely astonishing tackle, that. He's gone down. He's writhing in agony. There's a massive claim for a penalty, but I tell you what, I think that's a wonderful tackle from the Austrian centre-back there. I think it might have been Alaba who gets to it. It's an astonishing tackle. Is Argentina another one? It's not. No, Argentina has a coat of arms on it in the middle. So if you turned it upside down, the coat of arms would be upside down. UK isn't actually the same upside down. Yes, it is. Don't question me. Martinez, there's nothing wrong with him. The guy behind VAR is Argentinian on everything. Witness is on fire, says Wazza. Good to see you, lads. Monaco and Indonesia. I mean, Monaco, not really a country, it's a principality. Indonesia, no. It's not Indonesia. Oh, he does actually get his ankle trapped, doesn't he? I think he does get his ankle trapped there. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. That's probably not a million miles away from... It might be a penalty, that. I mean, they're not going to check it. McAllister and Rodrigo De Paul are just having a little word here. You can see there's a VAR check here for a possible penalty. I'll tell you what. He actually gets the player before he gets the ball. The player is caught before the ball ever is. So, yeah, I don't know, you know. It's gone to VAR. Finners Matty says that's a pen. George saying it's a Stonewaller. Martinez is screaming for it. Don't think it's going to be. It is. It's going to be a pen. Yeah, he's give it. He's give it. He's going to go and have a look at the monitor, but that is pretty much guaranteed, isn't it? Once he goes to the monitor, that's it. Let's have a VAR check on that one, please, sir. Who gets the ball for... I don't know, you know. I don't know, you know. See, the thing is, right, it's the player coming in from Lautaro's left, right? It's Posh. It's Posh, the fullback. He does get Lautaro Martinez, but it's Javier Schlager, who comes back and he gets the ball. So it's kind of like there's a sandwich going on. It is a penalty, he's give it. Javier Schlager 1,000,000% gets the ball, but it's whether or not that happens after... the penalty, well, the kick from Posh, from the right back, sorry. The right back slid in, doesn't get any of the ball, and does take out Martinez. So yeah, probably on that basis, it probably is a penalty kick. And it is a penalty kick, it's been given. Joe, today, the last one, I'm probably the hardest. Spoke to my teacher. Apparently everyone found it hard. They're just mocks. Anyone can prove for the finals. That's it, mate. Yeah, listen, I'm sure you'll smash him. You're doing the work that's necessary. That's the main bit. Well, there you go. Lionel Messi steps up to get his 4th for the tournament. Who would back against him? Who would back against Messi in this area? And if he scores here, then Austria have really got it all to do. Messi steps up, left-footed, to put Albi Celeste in front. Oh, he's missed it! Oh, he's put it wide! Oh, who was saying... Is it going to be... I mean, I don't know why they're all rushing to the keeper saying save. I think he pushes this wide, does he? No, he's put it wide. It's terrible from Messi. Absolutely dreadful. Schlager, the goalkeeper there, he's absolutely screaming at his defence. Like, get in there, yes. And I'm fine with that, but he didn't do anything. Messi just drags it wide. It's a dreadful penalty. It's a shocking penalty. Swifty says, never a pen for me. That is justice. Can't really argue with that. I think it was a 50-50 call. And he gives it the way of Argentina. Lautaro Martinez sandwiched between the two Austrian defenders. Schlager and Posh. What's the obsession with slow run-ups now, says Ryan. I mean, I think that's a real, you know, bugbear of mine. I would really have to kick off at players for that. I'm sorry, I'd be looking at them and saying that's... I know you're the best player maybe in the history of football, Lionel, but you've got to run up to it and give it a good go. All this stuttered, staggered run-ups and then you try and pass it in the corner. I'm sorry. Go and leather it. Stick it in the bottom corner. 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes in. Argentina should, you would think, be 1-0 up. They'll be disappointed that they've not made that penalty decision pay. It is going to be a free kick as well. He's not the GOAT, says Lil Philly. Ronaldo sticks that away, doesn't he? Ronnie sticks it away. Messi scored 78% of his penalties, which is below the average. Mental, really. Is that true? 78% of his penalties. He's a crap penalty taker, isn't he, really? Just gets a lot of them. He's an awful penalty taker, Messi. 78%, that's awful. If you miss 2 out of 10 as a professional footballer, I don't believe you can claim yourself to be the best ever. Hey, Matt Letizia would have put it away. Dennis Irwin would have put it away. Salah would have scored. No, Salah's... I think Salah's probably got a worse... much worse penalty conversion record than Messi. Timbo, it's fine. Messi just wants to get the golden boot with open play goals instead. Key Thomas would have scored that. Smashed it in. I'd have... Keeper no chance. Keeper jumps out the way of my penalties. John Arnerisa. Leg breakers. Ricky Lambert would have buried it. Ricky Lambert, Letice, Irwin, Baines, Nathan Baines. What is up with me tonight? What is up with me tonight? I'm telling you, it's this heat. Who's Nathan Baines? Who is he? Nathan Baines. Oh, yeah, whoever he is. He'd have put it away as well. Leighton and Nathan. Famous penalty-taking brothers. That boy Johnny said Raul Jimenez with 100% Bellingham had 100 conversion rate majority of his career. Yeah, Jimenez does take a good pen as well. Benteke as well, bizarrely, for such a casual run-up. Benteke always scored. He always scored. Keir Starmer resigned as well. I don't know why I keep mentioning that. It keeps popping up on me notifications. Great. Anyway, swerve that. Even Tony, yeah, even Tony. Kieran, what is going on? I'm gonna blame the Tizer. I'm on Tizer today. I was after something refreshing, and normally I just stick to water, but I wanted something that was actually refreshing, and yeah, there was I got a Tizer. Proper council estate pop. Good generic name for a FC26 MLS player, Nathan Baines. Most shots in the quarter. Let's check the Powerade power cam. Shahid, that's one of the moments of the World Cup for me. Joe says the ground shakes when Key takes pens. The whole local area feels the aura. Do you want to get back to these flags, by the way? I'll just tell you them. I'll just tell you them because we're not going to do them. There's 17 flags that are the same upside down as they are the normal way round, and Austria is one of them, so I just thought I'd mention it while Austria are playing. Austria is one, Botswana is another, Costa Rica, Georgia, Israel, Jamaica, Japan, Laos, Latvia, Micronesia, Nigeria, North Macedonia, Peru, Switzerland, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, and United Kingdom. So there you go. Free kick for Austria here. Sabitzer going to take it, I think. It's weird seeing Sabitzer with a 9 on his back. Free kick. McAllister, sloppy. No surprise there after what we've seen from McAllister this season. Macronesia too. Oh, okay. Macronesia as well. Thank you for the follow, AJ. Appreciated. Here we go. Free kick for Austria. Have we had any corners in this game yet? Because I've got Argentina first corner. No, we've had no corners. Please, dear God, don't let this be a corner. I need Argentina first goal. Argentina first corner. UK is wrong, mate. No, it's not. Stop questioning me. This is a dictatorship. Sabitzer smashes it in, and Argentina get it away. It's good football, actually, that. And no, it's not. Austria win it back. Here's Alaba. Scrappy. And now Messi comes away with it. Gives it away. Poor. Wins it back. Gives it away again. The culture says that was one of the worst pens ever, surely. I mean, I guess any pen that goes not in the net is a bad penalty, isn't it? Like Gabriel in the Champions League final was a bad penalty, but was it any worse than that one then? Probably not. They both miss, therefore both bad. Key, do you mean England, not UK? Oh, UK is, isn't it? UK is. I mean, England is as well, but UK is, isn't it? Same upside down. Neil Jagger, I need Sabitzer goal and Messi goal in a 2-1 Argentina win. That's a very precise, very, very precise number, that one. Surprised that he went with such a staggered run-up, to be honest. Told you about this Argentina side. They'll struggle against any decent side, and Guilty Spark says a Sombalonga almost sent a penalty outside the stadium for Borough once. No word of a lie. The Waddle effect. The Union Jack Union flag is not the same upside down. Alright, well maybe I meant England then. Maybe I meant England. How many goals will France whack past Iraq later? 2. I think it'll be a better performance from Iraq. Oh, what a pass that is. Sabitzer. Should have hit that. Far post. And it's going to go... Oh, no, it's not going to go straight out. Now it's a goal kick. Goal kick Argentina. You can see it being 5 or 6 to France, says the culture. Neil, who do you use? I tend to flip between a few different ones, but I don't really want to mention too much in here because it tends to categorise the channel as a BETTING channel, so I don't do it, mate. I have absolutely got 1 or 2 on, but yeah, I'm not. I don't want to talk too much about it and use too much of those specific terms because it ends up pushing the channel down that specific route. Johnny says, I don't know if I agree with that. There have been some really good defensive games from the smaller sides. I mean, I think Cape Verde against Uruguay last night was phenomenal, by the way. Absolutely phenomenal. They were terrific. Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, that's poor, that. Very poor. Surprised we've not seen Barco in this tournament yet. I think Valentin Barco was wonderful for Strasbourg last year. He's just moved to Chelsea, hasn't he? Lots of fouls as well with Barco. Whenever Barco's on the pitch, you can always back him for a couple of fouls. Here we go. Good football. Great pass inside. This is better. Messi! Must be! What are you doing? Oh, that. Do you know what? Far be it from me to criticise Messi, but why doesn't he shoot there? Again, that's overcomplicating it for no need to. He tries to do that. Maybe that's him still thinking he's 25, 26, and he can dance around people like he used to. I'm sorry, you can't do that. Chance to put the ball in the back of the net. He should have done it. Why doesn't he do that there? So poor. Martinez. Back to McAllister. Hey, hello Welsh, how's it going? You've got us a half-time quiz. Good stuff. Okay, hey, if you're around for it, mate, great. Otherwise, no pressure. Just good to have you in. Timbo Rodrigo de Paul will be feeling the temperature today as he gets busy. Sean de Paul. Oh, no. Sean Paul. That's poor. That's really poor. Even by your standards, that's poor. Karam, let us see the screen. Oh, well, seeing as you've asked so nicely, no. Alaba does look fantastic, or does fantastic to nick it off him. Still think if you're in that position, he's got the yard on Alaba there. You would expect him to get the shot away. Poor that. 3 stars says Forest are looking at signing Bergvall from Spurs. Get in line. Delighted if Liverpool go and get him. Government name unknown. Nothing better than spending the evening watching Messi play football. Well, he's already missed a penalty. Scaloni's not best pleased here. Lima goes down under the tackle from Martinez. Plenty of rolling round there. Maybe Messi is letting the record get to him. Hey, hello Rupert. I like Key. How are you doing the Norway game tonight? Possibly. Hopefully. Not sure yet. I'd like to. Obviously, it's a 1 a.m. kickoff. It'll be straight after the France game, so I'm going to see how I feel after the France game. I may do it, I may not. Ooh, that was a bit naughty, that, wasn't it? Hope you've got AC in that room, lad. Not AC. The AC's too loud. I have got an AC unit, but it's well too loud. So I'm just having to deal with fans at the minute. But the fans are... What's that saying now? Is that 28? 28, for God's sake. 28 degrees up here. Bear in mind, quick message for all dog owners. Dogs start to get sunstroke at 21 degrees. So keep your dog inside. Keep them hydrated. Keep them cool. Don't be taking your dog out for a walk. Oh, corner to Austria. That's me done then. There's number 1 down. Yeah, make sure you keep your dogs hydrated. 21 degrees is when heat stroke kicks in for dogs. Sabitzer with the corner. Mr. C, my dog's on a cooling mat with water next to her. Oh, good. Got to look after the pups in the summer. Not that you don't have to in the winter as well. I'm not, that's not Key Thomas advocates for animal cruelty out of season. Just before anyone jumps down my throat with that. Just saying you've got to specifically pay extra attention during summer. Always people like Timbo who just love to twist it that way. My dog's currently eating a cow hoof and it stinks. Where's the rest of the cow? Labs like a good swim or put them in a little paddling pool. I thought, you're not supposed to do that either, are you? Again, don't be taking dog health advice from me in the summer. Consult your vet. But as far isn't it bad? I'm sure you're not supposed to put dogs in pools when it's hot. Key cares what some occur, but no else. I never put team to get first corner. Always ruins it early. I put team most corners instead. Well, I've done that as well. This was just a little cheeky one for a pound, just a little pound pre kickoff. Good grief. Do we have to go back to the football? Do we have to go back to the football? They love a dip in the water, cools them. Oh, I thought it was the I know they love a dip in the water, don't get me wrong. I mean, depends which dog, I guess. My dog absolutely hates the water. It's like a cat. What's your thoughts on USA and England? I don't know. Depends what you're specifically asking. Cold shower's calling me in a bit, lad. Good stuff. Enjoy your cold shower, mate. Yeah, I could do with a cold shower, to be fair. Cold shower, maybe after this game, in between the France and Iraq game. Get a cold shower. I watched the Cowboys play during the NFL season. Those gals got to switch up the routine. It's poor, innit? That's what I was admiring, to be honest. The routine, bang out of order. I think the routine was pretty poor, to be honest. Aftab says, who won the Super Ballon d'Or? Is that a joke? The Super Ballon, I don't know. Stephen, what team you got? I've got no team. I have no team. Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, Key, doing their routine. Dallas Cowboys. Go on, the Dallas Cowboys. You are a voracious delinquent. Or you Come on, Joe. The culture says been on night for the start of this World Cup, then factory shut down for second half, landed perfect. Good lad. So you're enjoying the World Cup now, definitely. Swifty, my dog has a cooling pad too. Not sure how dogs survived in the UK for 15,000 years without these. Welsh, did you do the ice bucket challenge, Key? I didn't, no, because as we all know, charity starts at home and Key Thomas is notoriously selfish. Does nothing to help charities or the third sector. Cares about no one but himself, that fella. No, I didn't do the ice bucket challenge. I really didn't do the ice bucket challenge. Yeah, but it wasn't because I loathe charity. I just didn't do it. I can't really remember. How long ago was that? Everyone was doing it? I don't know. Why didn't I do it? I don't know. Probably is the sort of thing I would have done as well. Connor says, what's up, Key? The announcers on the American broadcast have talked about Messi's pen miss about 8 times and I've just turned the game on. Oh, so you at least you know that it's happened then, right? You know that it's happened. There has been a penalty miss from Lionel Messi. Good ball over the top. Argentina cleared away. Mr. Al-Shamari, it's so weird to see someone criticise Messi. He is beyond criticism. And the Ice Bucket Challenge was 2016. 2016. 10 years ago. Oh, well, I mean, I'd have been 25. Yeah, I don't know, you know. When Key gets to Mackey's and it asks him to round up the order for charity, he goes red and headbutts the screen. No, I will not. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't do the Ice Bucket Challenge, but I didn't do it. I feel dreadful. I did lots of other nice things for charity. Like Smashy and Nicey Me. Does a lot of great work for charity, doesn't like to talk about it. It's very true, that, actually. Incredibly charitable. I just don't like to talk about it because I'm notoriously humble. As you guys know. Get the ball out to the left-hand side. Here we go. Sabitzer up against DePaul. That penalty's... Well, the penalty and the hydration break, as always, has taken the sting out of the game. Starmer says... Starmer's the quote from Dallas. Never tell the truth when a good lie will do. Ooh. He says, anyone else try and put the fan on the dog and they start attacking the fan, or is that just mine? Yeah, no, I think my dog's... Well, I've got multiple dogs. Me Dachshund's a little bit of a sun worshipper. But he hates water. Did you dress up as the penguin for charity? If so, you do that every day. Ha ha ha. I didn't do the ice bucket challenge because I also hate charity and want world hunger to continue. Well, we knew you didn't need to say that. We knew that. Just a terrible human being all round. All boxed up says no player is above criticism. For instance, Messi was crap taking the pen. Well, he was, and there you go. Yeah, that's true enough, isn't it? You can certainly hold people to account. And I also think Messi's had the 2 best chances in the game and should have scored both of them. There was one where he was clean through. And as much as you'd like to credit Alaba and say it was a good sort of redeeming tackle, he had no right to get to it, I'd still say Messi should have scored. George, not happy with you, Key. You're still in front of me on the Fantasy League. I'm on 88, you're on 96. Ooh. I haven't seen the table, so I don't know what we're looking at. I guess I need to log in, don't I? Sign in. Chance Argentina. Oh, must be this time. Good defending. Off the line from Austria. So close again. After I'm in last place in the Fantasy League. How's it going, Sam? Do you think Argentina haven't really got... Just purely based on I don't know if you believe in, like, well, I guess coincidence or, well, I guess patterns. They're just patterns, aren't they? Nobody has retained the World Cup since Brazil in 1962. 58 and 62. That's when Brazil last won it, back to back, of course, and no country has done it since. Do Argentina have a chance in this World Cup? Not for me. Even with Messi. Even with Messi. And obviously, again, not only that, but no team with a foreign manager has ever won it, which rules out Ancelotti's Brazil, Tuchel's England, Martinez's Portugal. Scaloni maybe would be a better chance in that side of it. Fantasy League teams for me should be once you set your team, that's it. That's it for the rest of the season. None of the sub or transfer nonsense. If they're injured, they're injured. That's it. I agree with that. That's how I take it as well. That's better. Much, much better. Aftab, that's my dream to be a mod. Oh, mate, you need to elevate your dreams. I promise you. You need to elevate your dreams bigger than that. Definitely elevate your dreams bigger than that. Ball over to the left-hand side. Argentina, 34 minutes in. controlling the game since the penalty, but not really in a meaningful way hurting Austria. Austria are committing bodies forward, though. Don't let them... They're certainly not sitting off. Look how high they're pressing. The godfather of gegenpress, as Ralf Rangnick is known. Might be the best tactician in the tournament, Ralf Rangnick. Very, very good manager. And this is David Alaba's, probably his farewell tournament. He missed the Euros last time out. Greek god in Rome. What do you think about the Norwegian fans' row? I don't know. What's the Norwegian fans' row? It's the only question that Austria fans were talking about before this World Cup is whether the press, the high intensity can survive the heat. And it doesn't get much more intense than in Dallas. Great ball in. Argentina are in here. Ball pulled back. Dreadful. Garbage. Garbage. And Sabitzer pumps it away. The best tactician in the tournament is Tuchel. He's coached possession sides and counter-attacking in 3 and 4 at the back formations and won at multiple teams to do it. He's still no Ralf Rangnick though, is he? There was a real sense of disillusionment with Austrian football, Austrian national football. This is where Ralf Rangnick should get a lot of credit. When he took over the Austrian national team, there weren't too many Austrian football fans who were that interested in the national team. Some of the games that they were doing were getting 18,000 people in 50,000 capacity stadiums. As the qualifying campaign went on, he gradually... that was something he talked about in his press conferences, was getting the national team more followers from the country, get them more engaged in the national team, Das team, as they're called. And by the end of qualifying, they were playing in front of packed, sold-out stadiums. So, deserves an awful lot of credit for that. And so far, holding the world champions. Wasn't Rangnick to Klopp what Cruyff was to Pep? Maybe, possibly. There's certainly an element of that, maybe. I think they worked together. They definitely spoke. Oh, here we go. Good ball down the left-hand side. Argentina. Chance, Messi. There you go. That's a wonderful goal. And that's the one we've been waiting for. That was a fabulously well-worked goal. Ball from the left-hand side. Little dummy. And Messi runs onto it. He must have got the shout. Who is it who steps over this? Whoever steps over this deserves immense credit. They won't get their name down as an assist. But I'm telling you, that's where this goal comes from. The ball pulled back from the left-hand side. It's a lovely, lovely step over. And Messi runs onto it right from the edge of the box. Who is it who steps over it, though? It's an absolutely beautiful dummy. Just sends the Austrian defence totally the wrong way. I don't know if it's De Paul. I think it might be De Paul. Sean De Paul. But what a finish from Messi. It's beautiful. It's 1-0. I think it might even be Martinez. Yeah, I think it is. It might be Lautaro Martinez, is it? It's a great finish. Should the keeper do better there? Should Schlager do better? Nah, he's already going the wrong way. He's already the wrong way, but Messi scores and we are 1-0. 1-0, 40 minutes in, Lionel Messi does the business. th FIFA World Cup goal, 4 in this tournament. Who do you think will be the record goal holder by the end of this tournament? Messi or Mbappe? What do you mean, who do I think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? I still think Kane, to be honest. Oh, there's a claim for a red here. Claim for a red card. McAllister and the Argentinian player surrounding the ref. Who is it who's been booked here? The Austrian defender's been booked. Let's just see. No. Oh, that's shocking. That's shocking, Enzo Fernandez. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Posh. He's got a yellow card here, but Enzo Fernandez, you absolute... Hang your head in shame. I think you could man-mark Messi now. I think he's... I've never felt a player so overrated. Attempted to shut his windpipe. No, listen, obviously he's been wonderful, but I think he's just being platformed in a way that maybe Ronaldo isn't. That wasn't Enzo, mate. Get your glasses on. Yes, it was. It was Enzo Fernandez. All-time World Cup goals. My fault, didn't explain it correctly. Mbappe's about 2 to 3 behind now. Mbappe is 2 to 3 behind the world record. That can't be right. Highest ever World Cup goal scorers and Mbappe's in the mix. I think you're blind now, Key. That was Almada. Was it? Are you sure? Looked like it looked like Enzo Fernandez. Maybe it was Almada. All right, I'll concede. I'll concede. Timbo, it was number 16, whoever that was. Oh, then it was Thiago Almada. You uncultured swine. Referee's lost his head. What is he on, says Ultan Doherty. Yeah, so Messi now has the record, right? Messi is the record holder. Kylian Mbappe is on 14. So he's 3 behind. Oh, see, that's mental, that. That is absolutely mental. See, technically, the best goal scorer in my lifetime, Mbappe is probably not that far away, but the best goal scorer in my lifetime in World Cup history is Christian Vieri. Played 9, scored 9. All the other players are like, a lot of them pre-war or just after the war. Ultan says Mbappe 4 goals today to take the record. He might do. He might do. Three-star. You'd never see Forest players resorting to dirty tactics like Fernandez. Not in clear view of the ref, exactly. Clips Market says Mbappe probably has 2 World Cups left in him. How old is he now? I keep thinking of Mbappe like he's still relatively young, but he's 27. He's 27. No, I actually think this might be his second to last. I think you'll see Mbappe at 31. He ain't still playing at 35. There's no way Mbappe is still playing at 35. In fact, Mbappe is 28 this year. Where the hell has that gone? Feels like he's not been playing 5 minutes, but obviously he's playing for against Manchester City for Monaco in 2015. Good grief. Life moves on, doesn't it just? Fucking hell, honestly. Guys, 28. 28, Kylian Mbappe. Madness. Doesn't look like he wants to play now. 7 added minutes at the end of this first half. Jordan says runs like a train. That'll catch up with him. Well, this is why I think this is probably... I mean, there's an argument this could be his last World Cup, because is Mbappe still going to be the player, even close to the player that, you know, we think he is at 31? He'll be 31 going on 32 by the time of the next World Cup. And for that reason, honestly, I don't think... I think this might be Mbappe's last World Cup. He's not maybe got the longevity of a Messi. Tommy Lawton banged a goal a game for England and then ran my local pub. Oh, I love that. Here we go. Great run down the left-hand side from Schlager. Stood up and Argentina clear it away. Ryan says Messi's style is actually perfect for ageing. He's just drifted more centrally, hasn't he? He doesn't need his pace as much anymore. Welsh says, do you think Mourinho will sell Junior and buy Salah? No, Vinny Junior plays off the left. Salah plays off the right. So I think there's a world in which they all play. Vinny, Mbappe, Salah. I think that's entirely plausible. That could happen. Timbo says Mourinho is going to either win the treble next year or finish 5th and get sacked in March. Clips Market says Messi probably runs about 5k a game. He's always walking. Just got unbelievable IQ. To be fair, I mean, if he's running in this sort of heat and humidity, good. I'm struggling just standing here, and I'm an absolute athlete. That's poor from Messi. Gives the ball away so cheaply. Starting to look a bit amateur now, Lionel Messi. Keith Thomas or Messi using better condition. I'd go Key. Genuinely, I reckon I'd do him over 100 yards in me slippers. I could deck him. But I'd probably need some sort of a bypass after that. Shahid says Austria's most famous singer is called Falco, with a #1 song called Rock Me Amadeus. Is that the one off The Simpsons? I think it is, isn't it? Amadeus. Is it that one? City of Northville, seeing France win anything disgusts me more than sewage. Mbappe's entire vibe of I'm doing you a favour by playing right now needs to go. He looks like Donatello. His celebrations wank. He does look like the Ninja Turtle, to be fair. I mean, I love the Mbappe turtle meme. Clip's only ever seen you top half. It's still up for debate whether you have a set of legs, Key. I'm like Lieutenant Dan Taylor from Forrest Gump. Titanium alloy. LJ, how you doing? Absolutely hate Messi. Why? Why'd you hate Messi? What's up with Messi? I like him. Austria's national dish is Wiener Schnitzel, a veal escalope pounded thin. Didn't think I'd be reading about schnitzels getting pounded. Wiener Schnitzels, a veal escalope pounded thin, breaded and pan-fried in butter. And then you have apple strudel for afters. Whereas Argentina's national dish is asado, the barbecue elevated to national identity. You have empanadas to start and dulce de leche on everything sweet, whatever that is. Good bit of play, that. And it is going to be an Argentina throw. Well done, Messi. 2 minutes to go. Red Bull was also made in Austria. Produced in Austria. Timbo says, I think Mbappe gets unfairly criticised. Don't want to make it too political. Black players get so much more criticism for being confident. Sad, really. I think that's probably true. Certainly in some corners, definitely. There's definitely players who get unfair criticism. There's no doubt about that. I guess it depends. Person for person, I guess. You can be proportionate. Like, I haven't really got an issue with Mbappe being overconfident. But I do think there's a little bit of an ego problem with top players generally, isn't there? And that's probably because they've been told from day dot, whatever colour they are, wherever they come from in the world, it doesn't matter. They're told, aren't they, that they're the best player in the world and they're going to be the best player in the world and all that stuff. And that doesn't necessarily lead into humility. You don't generally get people who are humble and down to earth if they've been told all their life that they're the best thing since sliced bread. Philippine says, good to see you, bro. What player has impressed you the most so far this tournament and who hasn't? Well, it's half time in this one. I would say the player that's impressed me the most in this tournament, probably a goalkeeper. Every goalkeeper we seem to be watching has been incredible. The Iran goalkeeper yesterday, Beiran Vand, was fantastic. So, you know, a lot of the players who've impressed me the most have been the players that you wouldn't expect. The players that have been, you know, playing for, like, Tractor in the Iranian-Persian Gulf League. They've been incredible. Some of the players you would never have expected. The Cape Verde players yesterday against Uruguay. Unbelievable. And against Spain. Those players. Lots of goalkeepers doing well in the tournament. I would say, however, the players that haven't done well, yeah, there's been a few that have probably not been that good. I would have hoped to see more from the likes of Bellingham. Thought he was poor first half for England. I think Scott McTominay as well. Scott McTominay has gone into the World Cup for Scotland, and he didn't really do all that much against Haiti. Didn't really, put his stamp on the game against Morocco either. Right, sorry, we've got a quiz. We've got a half-time quiz. Only 21 Argentines have made over 100 appearances in the Prem. Name them. Whoa! My sort of quiz. Here we go. Let's have him, let me write it down. Half-time quiz. Only 21 Argentines have made 100 plus apps in the Premier League. And then we can see which ones we've got and which ones we've not. Callum, is this the only game you're doing today? No, mate, I'm going to be live for France-Iraq later. Okay, so we've got Aguero is one. McAllister was another. Who else have we got? Who I've missed? Aguero, Tevez. Is Tevez one? Otamendi is one, we know. Otamendi, Federico Fernandez we've finally got. Federico Fernandez. What about Jonas Gutierrez? Romero is one. Argentines with over 100 Premier League appearances. Lamela, Enzo. Carbonari's a fabulous shout. Tevez. Yeah, Tevez. I don't think Crespo would be. Again, he wasn't in the Prem that long. Franco Di Santo, maybe? Franco Di Santo. Martinez is one. Is that Emi Martinez? Or Lisandro Martinez? I would imagine it is Emi Martinez is. Gutierrez is one. Gutierrez. Heinze. What about Gabriel Heinze? I'm sure he would have made 100 plus appearances in the Prem. Maybe Veron. What about the Dark Horse Derby in Senegal v Norway? Maybe, possibly. Maurizio Tarico. Arthur and Zabaleta. Who's Arthur? Arthur? Oh, Arca, sorry. Julio Arca. I was thinking then, Ben Arthur. Zabaleta's a good shout. Demichelis. Did Demichelis arrive late? Heinze didn't. Gabriel Heinze didn't make 100 Premier League appearances. That baffles me. How long was he with United? Yeah, it's only a short spell, that. Interesting. Tarico. Good shout. Maurizio Tarico. Did we say DeSanto? DeSanto, yeah, DeSanto's there. Okay. 15. Maxi Rodriguez, maybe? No? Nah, Maxi Rodriguez wasn't there that long. Colaccini's got to be there. Yep, good shout. Colaccini. We've not got many left. Only 6 to go. Lisandro Martinez. Good to see you, Angus. Argentina to win 3-1. Mascherano. Sorry, I've just realised we haven't actually got the chat up on the question up on screen. Sorry, there you go. Should show now. Colaccini. So far, we've got Aguero, McAllister, Otamendi, Federico Fernandez, Romero, Lamela, Enzo, Tevez, Martinez, Gutierrez, Arca, Zabaleta, Tarico, Di Santo, and Colaccini. Mascherano was 96. Alvarez, I don't think so. Philip Bidwell, the question's just here, mate. Heinze only made 52 appearances over 3 years before he went to Madrid. Mad that, innit? I always seem to think of him as being like a real staple of that United side. Phoenix says, if Messi and Ronaldo never existed, who would be the 2 greatest footballers currently playing? 2 greatest footballers currently playing? Ooh. Virgil van Dijk and Luis Suarez. Yeah. Virgil van Dijk and Luis Suarez, I would say. Sergio Romero is also in. Sergio Romero can't have been in there. Sergio Romero? There's no way Sergio Romero's made over 100 Premier League appearances. Not having that 1 second. Sergio Romero was only in the Prem for about 5 minutes with Middlesbrough and Man United. He didn't even play for Middlesbrough. I'm thinking of Valdez. He made 7 appearances for United. No chance. Yeah, it's not Sergio Romero. Garnacho's right. Garnacho is right. Suarez and KDB. I think Virgil van Dijk was a better player than KDB. All boxed up says Virgil. What the? Hang on. This is a guy who finished second in the Ballon d'Or, behind prime, behind absolute prime Ronaldo and Messi. He finished second, and he probably should have won it that year as well. Virgil van Dijk is absolutely one of the best defenders who ever lived. And if we're talking about players who are just available, just playing right now, then, you know, come on. No worries, George. De Santo we've already got. So far, we've got Aguero, McAllister, Otamendi, Federico Fernandez, Romero, Lamela, Enzo Fernandez, Tevez, Martinez, Gutierrez, Arca, Zabaleta, Tarico, De Santo, Colaccini, and Garnacho. Garnacho. Buendia, you said. Buendia's an interesting one. I'm not sure if he'd have made it, actually. He was in Norwich for a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe he would have just made it, possibly. Buendia. Possibly. Yeah, good shout that. Could be. Pereira. Buendia's correct. Good shout. Very good shout. Would never have said that. All boxed up says it's still Virgil. WTF key. Alright, well go on. Give me a better answer. Give me a better answer. The question was, if Messi and Ronaldo didn't exist, who would be the best 2 players ever that are still playing right now? That was the question. And my answer of Van Dijk and Suarez, I think, is entirely rational and reasonable. If you disagree, give me a better answer. Virgil van Dijk above prime Kevin De Bruyne, yes, is a better. Absolutely. If you gave me both at their absolute prime, yes, absolutely better. What about Neymar? Get out of the chat. Neymar is not even in the top 20 Brazilians still playing right now. You can name you 20 better Brazilians than Neymar. Neymar and Mbappe, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Tell me you're under 15 without telling me you're under 15. Pereira, well done. That's a wonderful shot. We've got 3 left to get. I didn't see Pereira. I like that one. Haaland and Salah for me. I think that Salah is very good, but I would say Haaland is grossly overrated. Van Dijk had 2 elite years in 9. The rest were normal defender seasons. I mean, that's just categorically false. Go on, which of his 2 elite years? Because he was unbelievable last year. He's been an absolute rock for us. Key, you're disrespecting my idol. How could you, Key? Hey, mate, listen, we just see the game differently. I watch the game, you play FIFA. you like the flick flacks. 18, 19 and 21, 22. Not even, mate. Virgil van Dijk's been astonishing. Astonishing since he's gone to Liverpool. Modric, I'd argue, is better than Van Dijk. Yeah, okay. See, that's not a bad shout. That isn't a bad shout. Modric was incredible. I guess my point is, I think the argument of saying it's definitely not Van Dijk, like it's an outrageous shout, that's nonsense. I think if you were doing your top 10 shouts, Van Dijk would be in it. Van Dijk would be in the top 10 shouts, would he not? Key hates any player with any semblance of sorts. Southshire, Van Dijk's not even top 5 Prem centre backs of all time. See that's just really difficult to take your opinion seriously. It's really difficult. Holland is an expert at tapping the ball in, kind of like a hockey player hanging out by the net. We've got 3 more left to get, haven't we? By my logic, Welsh. 3 more left to get. Trying to think who else we might have missed. Made more than 100 appearances. I'm struggling. Really struggling. Two more I got. Well, I'm only on 18, so the ones I've got so far are Aguero, McAllister, Otamendi, Federico Fernandez, Romero, Lamela, Enzo Fernandez, Tevez, Martinez Gutierrez, Arca Zabaleta, Tarico Di Santo, Colaccini, Garnacho, Buendia, Pereira. They're the only ones we've got so far. What about no, I don't think he was he Argentinian or was he Uruguayan? What was his name, the midfielder? I'm trying to think of like deep lying. Lamela. I've got Lamela, haven't I? No, Lamela, you're right. Sorry, Lamela I've got. Okay. So there's only them two. What was the fella, he was the one who sat. I think he might have been Uruguayan. No. Adams, Rio and Terry, just to name 3. Yeah, you didn't say name 3, did you? You said name 5. So come on, smart ass, name 5. Ironic you say it's hard to take someone's opinion seriously if we don't take yours seriously. That's not irony. Listen to the song by Alanis Morissette. Key, who did Nathan Baines play for? Everton under 21s. He's their Leighton's kid. Who else are we missing here? I'll give you a clue. One is Bournemouth. Bournemouth Argentinian. Senesi? He might have done, actually. He's been in... I'd be pushing it fine, Senesi. Pushing it fine. Senesi. Could be Senesi. Who was the one no, there was another one I was looking at. I can't remember his name now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Senesi is right. Okay, fair enough. We got Senesi. Maxi Rodriguez. Nah, it ain't Maxi Rodriguez. Claudio Jacob. That was who I thought, but I don't know why I've got it in my head that he's Uruguayan. Is he Argentinian? Is he Jacob? Is he Argentinian? Why have I got it in my head he's Uruguayan? The other was West Brom. It is then, innit? It's Jacob. I think it is Jacob. Good shout, that. Very good shout. Unless there's another Argentinian that I've not remembered from West Brom. Good quiz, that, Welsh. Thiago Silva. Yeah. Austria in the area, cleared away. Have we had a shot on target yet for Austria? No. Bar steward. I need an Austria shot on target. I could do with Martinez making a save. Good claim that from Martinez. Welsh wing, my top 10 greatest players out now outside of Messi and Ronaldo. Go on, Modric. Who's your top 10 greatest? LJ says, I see Voltemada's not playing much at this World Cup, to be fair. He scored a cracking header in an away game at Sunderland, though, didn't he? Oh, don't say that. Joe will be very upset with you. Timbo says, Key, if Messi and Ronaldo didn't exist, who are the 3 best players of that generation? Don't have to still be playing. The 3 best players of that generation. I would say Suarez, if it wasn't Messi and Ronaldo. I would say Suarez, Busquets, and Modric. Suarez, Busquets, and Modric are probably the 3 that make the biggest dent in it, maybe. Yeah. If we're talking about players who played for a really long time as well and were the Ronaldinho, Kaká, Zidane. Nah, see, Kaká and Zidane were well before that, Andy. You're talking about the same era as Messi and Ronaldo. Zidane's not that era. Kaká's not really that era. Neither's Ronaldinho. Could just say that Barca midfield 3, to be honest. And they were all very good. Personally, I think Xavi and Iniesta were very good, but Busquets was better for me. Busquets could do everything. Unbelievable player. Argentina driving forward down the left-hand side. So hot today. Good luck to you if you're enjoying this game indoors like me. Jelly says Messi was in the same team as Ronaldinho, Key, so it's the same generation. No, you can't say that, mate. That's not how that works. That's like saying Gerrard and Henderson are the same generation. They're not, are they? They're quite clearly not. You know, Henderson played with Gerrard at the tail end of his career, but they're not the same generation. It's not the same. Just because there's a slight overlap doesn't mean that was their generation. Plenty of players you wouldn't recognise who've played with other players and... Messi, he's in again, it should be 2. Oh, has he stayed on his feet there? Yeah, David Moyes. David Moyes played with David Beckham. I wouldn't argue they're in the same era as well. Aubameyang also played with R9 at AC Milan, believe it or not. Edgar Davids played with Wilf Zaha at Crystal Palace. Don't think we'd argue Edgar Davids and Wilf Zaha played together. Heung-min Son and Ruud van Nistelrooy. Messi's record for Argentina has taken 31 in all, and he scored 25. 6 of them have been missed or saved. We were looking before. Messi has had a pretty, basically 8 out of every 10 penalties he's taken. He's scored 2. He's missed. That boy Johnny says the Dallas stadium is air conditioned. They're buzzing in that stadium. I live about 20 minutes from it. I've never been. Well, it looks quite sparse. It looks. I mean, it doesn't look like it's jam packed. Oh, that's a foul. Referee and a yellow card, surely. Tackle there from Java Schlager. The noughties was their generation. They didn't play at the same time. And that's not wrong, that's subjective. If you're arguing that Messi and Ronaldo's generation was the noughties, I'd disagree with you. The fact that they played in the noughties doesn't necessarily mean that that's their generation. I think the best of Messi and Ronaldo has been seen in the last 15 years. The absolute best of them. Saliba. Saliba. Well, that's so bad. That is so mad. I can't believe you're putting Saliba in your top 10 players. Your top 10 players, William Saliba. Outside of Messi and Ronaldo, top 10 players that are still playing. William Saliba. Oh my God. Oh my goodness me. That is madness. That is madness. Ben Mee is in my top 2. Yeah, get Ben Mee in there. Tarkovsky. Benzema, Modric and Bale then. I mean, Bale's not playing. Bale's not still playing. The stadium known to most as AT&T Stadium has 108,713 capacity. Can you remember Welsh is young? I know, but my goodness me, Saliba. Do your top 10, Key. My top 10 would be remarkably similar to yours. It just wouldn't be Saliba. It just wouldn't be Saliba. Yeah. I mean, Ronaldinho you couldn't have. Ronaldinho's retired. Salah, Benzema, KDB, Rodri, Suarez, Van Dijk, Mahrez. I think, yeah, I could live with all of them. There's not many other alternatives, really. Probably put Spurs Stadium to shame, even being a newer stadium. I would probably say I'd probably throw. I'd probably put De Bruyne in there because you've not put. Oh, you have put De Bruyne in, so De Bruyne's in there. Didn't Ronaldinho come out of retirement to play for Serie C? No, it's a marketing thing, mate. He's not actually going to play. I think I'd probably have Lewandowski in there. I think Lewandowski you've not put in. I'd probably put Lewandowski in. Certainly ahead of Saliba. I think I'd probably be inclined to put Courtois in as well. I'd go Courtois as maybe Yeah, Courtois or Alisson. One of the two. Courtois or Alisson over Ronaldinho because he's not playing anymore, and Saliba for Lewandowski. Ronaldinho had a contract playing. No, he's not, mate. He's not playing. He's not playing. Have a look. He's not playing. Austria shot on target key. There you go. Sorted. Sorted. That's going to be a foul. Lautaro Martinez. Jelly, I'll check again. You don't need to check again. You're wrong. See how adamant you were when you said you're wrong, Key. You're wrong, Key. You're wrong. I'm just letting you know. You're wrong. Ronaldinho is not going to play for Serie C club Ravenna. He never was going to play for Serie C club Ravenna. He's not going to play for him. It's purely a PR thing, mate. He's not kicked a ball since 2015. He isn't going to play for him. He's made himself available for pre-season. He's got an agreement to kind of help him publish and promote the club. He's going to be part of maybe pre-season, but it's been confirmed that he will not play in Serie C next season. It's been confirmed. The actual owner of Ravenna said he will not play in Serie C next season. Check it out. Check it out. The actual owner of Ravenna says he will not play in Serie C. He will do a marketing event with us, but he will not play for Ravenna in Serie C next season. Because he's 46, I wish he could still play. That is from the actual bloody CEO of Ravenna. Jordan, I'd still take him with how rubbish my team is now, Stoke. The full quote. Welsh. The full quote is here. The full quote is there. There you go. He's not playing. The sporting director says he won't play. Timbo says top 10 players of that generation who aren't Messi and Ronaldo: Iniesta, Xavi, Neymar, Bale, Modric, Benzema, Suarez, Busquets, Lewandowski, Reece James. Do you reckon Argentina win the whole thing? I don't think so, Jordan. No, I can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see it. He's very good, Messi, but I think him alone, it will not be enough for Argentina to win the tournament this time. He's still he's scoring goals, but he's past his best, isn't he? Jelly, so if contract is signed, he's part of the squad. Jelly, he's not going to play football. The sporting director has said he's not going to play football. The fact that he's held the shirt up. Surely, come on, intelligent guy. You can see it's a marketing thing. He's not kicked a ball in 11 years. There's no intent to play football. He will not play football. The sporting director has said he won't play football. Who do you think then, Spain or France? Spain is who I said initially. I'm going to stick with Spain. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Spain. Cuti Romero out with discomfort for Argentina, by the way. The Argies rely too much on Messi. I'd agree with that, Sarah. They rely a little bit too much on him. And I don't think the rest of the team, when you look at that midfield and you think, I mean, DePaul's not brilliant. McAllister's been dreadful for God knows how long. I think Enzo Fernandez is grossly overrated. Strike. Good block that from Austria. Cleared away. But I'm just answering a question and technically I'm correct. No, you're not technically correct. He's retired. Technically, you're wrong. But if being right means more to you, go on, you can be right. If being right means more to you, that's fair enough. But somehow I don't think Ronaldinho is going to play next season in Serie C. Given the sporting director said he won't. I mean, I'd be very, very surprised if they start to field what will be nearly a 47-year-old fella. It's never way. That's not being a penalty. Danzo, he must have got one in the face there because he's a little bit rocked. For me, France are World Cup favourites. Fantastic squad and a comfortable win tonight. Yeah, they'll waltz past. They'll absolutely waltz past Iraq. Timbo says everyone criticises Enzo beyond belief. He's underrated. If anyone, no one rates him at all. But isn't that... I mean, if no one rates him, I think there's a very valid reason why he's not rated. He doesn't do enough for me, Enzo. Nowhere near. Argentina knocking it around again. Here's McAllister. Out to the right-hand side. We had that shot on target. Yes, we've had the shot on target. Who's had the most corners? Argentina, surely. No, Argentina haven't had a corner. Jesus Christ, I need Argentina 3 corners. Any chance? Al-Shamari, I'm absolutely sweltering at the moment with no fan or air conditioner. My flat is just too hot. Any advice? Have some tea. Have a cup of tea. Cup of tea cool you down. Have some tea. Something hot generally is what you need to cool you down in this weather. Timbo says if no one rates him, he's not overrated. I feel like people don't know what overrated means sometimes. He's overrated in the sense that Chelsea paid 110 million for him, whatever. Apparently Real Madrid are looking at him as well. And yet every football fan I speak to, nobody thinks he's anywhere close to that level. Anywhere close to him. I think there's about 3 to 5 people. 3 to 5 people I would put ahead of Enzo Fernandez just in his position, if not more. And I think there's not a huge amount of quality in that position either in the world football at the minute. But 5 is a minimum. Key, would you want Somerville at Liverpool? I wouldn't dislike Somerville at Liverpool, but I think there's better options for us. I think if he was to come, it would have to be as like a backup. He wouldn't be a player that would start. Messi, that's a corner kick. There you go. We've got a corner. That's what we needed. Overpriced and overrated aren't the same thing, though, obviously. Well, of course they are. Of course they are. It still boils down to valuation. A price and a valuation and is ultimately how you rate a player, surely. If you sign a player for 100 million, you're effectively giving a valuation on how good he is. And you're saying he's in that category of player. No one would pay 100 million for a player they thought was 20 million pound, would they? Andy says, I rate Enzo, but I agree he isn't worth over 100 million quid. And Key, I want to know if you had one big player you would sign, who would it be? One big player who I would sign? For Liverpool? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Who would you sign? Who would you sign for your club? Go on, if you could, whoever your club is, who would you sign if you could only sign one player in world football? Probably Yamal. We need a player on that right-hand side. I'd say Yamal. Ben says, Key, what's the greatest World Cup moment ever in your opinion? I mean, I can't really say ever because I can only really talk about when, like, in my lifetime, I guess. But in my lifetime, I would say you'd have to put Saudi Arabia beating Argentina was a big moment in the last few years. You'd have to say, I mean, I don't know how far back people can remember in the chat, but An Hyung-Wan scoring for South Korea against Italy and knocking Italy out and sending South Korea through to the World Cup semi-finals. Jesus Christ, like, that was wow. Same with Senegal, France, who just won the they'd just won the Euros, they'd just won the World Cup, and they went to the 2002 World Cup and went out in the group stage. Do you remember Ronaldinho's goal at Stamford Bridge? Yes, absolutely. What a player. What a goal. Jordan says, do you rate Caicedo? Yes, I do rate Caicedo. I think Caicedo is one of the best in the world in that position. Take it easy, George. Have a good one, mate. Timbo says, no, price is how one sporting director has rated a player, not the whole world. Yeah, but there's no consensus on how a whole world rates a player. So what I'm saying is, and it's not just one sporting director, is it? Let's be honest. No club pays £100 million for a player without a general consensus within the club. Like, the scouts have agreed on it, the managers agreed on it, the sporting director, the actual financiers of that deal have agreed for it. So yes, there's a whole group of people at that club, and the data backs it up, to say we think this player either is worth that now or will be worth that in the next couple of years, let's say. I think there's definitely an approximate valuation thrown around. That a price and a rating of a player. I feel like you're being a bit pedantic there. We're now just getting into semantics. A player's valuation is directly related to his value, surely. Ben says, did you know he played for an Italian club when he scored that goal against Italy and he was dropped from his club after it? Yeah, it was Perugia, wasn't it? I remember. 3 stars says, what time is the France game? Is it 9? It's 10. Yeah, 10 o'clock kickoff, that one. Here comes Arnautovic for his hat-trick. We've got another hydration break, folks. Shahid says, Brazil v Italy, 1982 World Cup, legendary match, great goals. Was that Tardelli? When Tardelli scored and he ran off and he gave the great celebration. Mad Dog Josh says it's a very boring game for Argentina. It's not been brilliant for the Argies, but, you know, 1-0. I think they've deserved to be in front so far. Great goal from Messi. Ralf Rangnick is going to have to ask an awful lot from his players in these last 20 minutes. Hydrate, Key, you're getting heated. I need to just have I might even have a cold shower after this game. Have a cold shower, and then, although that's bad, isn't it? You're supposed to have a hot shower. After, alright guys, gotta go now. Take it easy, mate. See you soon. Really good ball. Wonderful step over the ball from Almada, and Messi with a great finish. That's probably going to be another match winner from Lionel Messi. 1-0. Dominant performance. Sensational performance. I was expecting more goals from them. I think have I got over 1.5? I can't remember what I've got. I'm sure I've got Argentina to have more corners, which isn't going to happen now. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, Argentina, I need to score another goal. I need another Argentina goal to help me along the way here. Or Or an Austria goal, actually, because I have got Argentina or draw. But there has to be another goal in this game. Has to be. Desperate for another goal. Teaching Tony says, Messi, such a joy to watch. Thoughts on the 2 games last night, Key? I was with my Kumar, so I couldn't watch. The 2 games last night were really good. Yeah, really, really entertaining. Even though it was 0-0 in the Belgium and Iran game, I thought it was a fascinating watch, and I didn't think it was a red card. I'll still say that. I don't think it was a red card for Belgium. The Spain game was effectively over as a contest after about 25 minutes. Johnny, I can see a draw. I initially thought Argentina would run away with it. I think maybe if Messi had scored, maybe they might have done, but kind of slows the games down, these hydration breaks, so it's always difficult to predict what's going to happen immediately after. It might be that Argentina shock Austria. One of the teams usually comes out from the hydration break still a little bit unsettled. Teaching Tony, Iran situation so weird here. I have an Iranian teammate on my Sunday league team, and he noted the booing of the anthem. I mean, yeah, it's got to be frustrating. It's got to be sad that this sort of political backdrop is always hanging over the World Cups. Philip Bidwell says Cape Verde, Uruguay was a great watch, Key. It was, yes, it was. That was fascinating. Although I will say, I don't know how Muslera doesn't keep that first one out. That was crazy. I have no idea how it doesn't get kept out. Very sad. Yeah. Good header. Oh, that was a huge moment. Fabulous effort, that. Oh, so unlucky. Great ball in from Messi, and near post header. Absolutely sensational header, that. Straight across the face of goal from Tagliafico, I think, was it? Oh, no, it was Gonzalez, sorry. Don't know why I said Tagliafico. Nowhere near Tagliafico. It was Gonzalez. Six attempts at goal for the Argentines. 2 on target. 5 for Austria. Just 1 on target. Philip Moreira plays for the crew on Cape Verde. They're class to watch. What a missed header. Come on, Messi, let's have another, please. We desperately need another goal in this one. Argentina over 1.5. Come on. Help a brother out. The wife and my little girl are going away on holiday, and I've said if I can drop a big result, then I might book a last minute flight and stream from out in maybe wherever, Spain or wherever we end up going. Good ball. Argentina clear it away. That's better. Alvarez for 30 minutes. Must be a nightmare to defend. He'll run him ragged, won't he? Austria down the right-hand side. Argentina, good defending. And I think that's going to go for a corner, is it? No, kept in. Well done. Good football. That's a free kick, ref. Evening, Oxford fan. How you doing? Philip Brown says, Cape Verde's been the biggest surprise so far at this World Cup. Cape Verde, Iran, you've got to give them credit. Get you having a nice holiday. When are you going? I'm not going yet. No, I'm not going. It depends on whether or not I get a big result. If there's anything that goes on in these World Cups and I've backed it accordingly, then maybe. But if it doesn't, then I'm staying here. I'm going to be streaming them here. But there is a slight possibility it would be like a last minute thing. Yellow card there. I think it's 2 yellows. He's given a yellow to Lima as well there. Yellow card to Lima and a yellow card to Molina. Yeah, it would be a last minute booking. It would just be let's just jump on the flight. Get on it last minute. So all of a sudden you might tune in one night and the stream might not be these shirts behind me. It might just be me in a hotel room. Oh, it was Medina. Yeah, Medina, not Molina. Medina. Facundo Medina. That's a throw into Austria. This is looking more and more likely that it's going to be fizzling out to be a 1-0. Austria, if anything, look more likely to get the equaliser than Argentina get the second. In a hotel room in Bangkok. Teaching Tony says, Key and friends, are we taking Senegal or the Vikings or draw tonight? I would go both teams, and I would go Senegal or draw. Both teams, double chance, Senegal or draw. Oxford fan, I have absolutely no thoughts on it, Oxford fan, I'll be honest with you. Absolutely no thoughts on it. I don't follow politics in any way, shape or form. They're all equally as corrupt and culpable as the other. So, I have no interest in it. That doesn't mean I'm downplaying whoever you like. If you like one party over another, good luck to you. I hope you embrace it and learn as much as you can and vote for whoever you want to vote for. But, don't vote, will never vote, is my view. I take the George Carlin approach. Good football from Argentina now, just calming the game down a little bit. I know the stadium's air-conditioned, but I imagine it's still quite humid. Yeah, Shell's gone Senegal. I wonder if 11 and Die starts tonight, Shell. Wimmer about to come on for Austria. A bit more pace. Joe says Burnham's a toffee. More of a reason not to vote for him. Scouse Mackham. I mean, to be fair, the only thing I know about Andy Burnham is obviously he said he would help get justice for the people, the Hillsborough families. And he broadly came through on that, to be honest. Austria chance. Oh, good claim from Martinez. Better. Messi has now scored 4+ goals. 4+ goals in 3 consecutive World Cups, is that? Or 3 different World Cups. 2014, 2022 and 2026. The only other player to do it is Miroslav Klose. Miroslav Klose got 5 goals and 4 goals in 2002, 2006 and 2010. What a player he was, by the way. Although I think he scored 4 in one game against Saudi Arabia. Sure, Germany beat Saudi Arabia 8-0 in 2002 and he scored 4 of them. Whereas Messi's got 4, 7 and so far he's on 4 in 2026. Shahid, he was a great comedian. George Carlin. It's a big club and you ain't in it. That's it, absolutely. Timbo, I like Everton. They've also got a brilliant club song. Spirit of the Blues is a banger. I've got to say, even as a Liverpool fan, I quite like Spirit of the Blues. That's a great ball. Go on. Come on. Let's go and get it. Let's go and get that second, Argentina. It's gone behind, is it? No. Straight through to the keeper. Shocking. How's it going, Dylan? Good to see you. Burnham, northern lad that wants to help Sir Jim build the biggest club stadium in England. Again, I wouldn't see. I want to see proof of that. Until they've actually got spades in the ground, it doesn't mean anything. Long ball forward. Austria, cleared behind. It's going to be a corner kick to the Aussies. Austrians. It's not the Aussies. Klose was never anywhere near as good at club level. Weird how some players just go super Saiyan for their country. He was at Werder Bremen for a very long time, wasn't he? That's kind of where he thrived to some degree. But yeah, I would have said Mario Gomez was a better player than Miroslav Klose. Be yourself, Dylan. I predicted before the game Messi to miss a penalty and Argentina to win 2-0. You're a bit of a mystic, Dylan. How's it going, Chimey? Right, Medina has gone off as well as DePaul. Couple more changes for Argentina. Who've they brought on? Tagliafico and Paredes. Paredes now spends his days playing in Boca. How's McAllister played? Not great. Not great. The midfield of Argentina, full stop, haven't been particularly good. Corner kick for Austria now for them to whip in. Sabitzer, in-swinger, headed away by Argentina. Too easy that, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Austria back in the area. Claim for Martinez. He'll take that all day. So easy. Really, really comfortable claim that for Emi Martinez. Long ball up the touchline. That's got to be a corner. No, get up. Get up, he says. Get up, he says. Referee's having nothing. I like this referee. He's having absolutely nothing from these players. In fact, a lot of the referees at this World Cup, I do feel if they've taken a lot less stick. They've gone like that to players far too much. Or far more often, rather, is what I'm getting at. Than you would ordinarily see. Referees really, really, you know, staying true to what they believe. Get up. Ball goes all the way back to Schlager. They've not got long, Austria. I don't know why they're messing about with this. Shall we place a bet on whether any Argentinian apart from Messi scores at this World Cup? This is what I mean. I think there's no way they're actually going to win the tournament because they're so reliant on him. If anything was to happen to Messi, or if he was just to be a bit a bit subpar 1 or 2 games, that's it. That's them done. They're finished. Shahid, is it true that the D-Man's going to have a medical tonight with Liverpool? I mean, I've not heard anything. I doubt it. From what I've seen, RB Leipzig have now rejected 2 bids from Liverpool. One of 86 million and one that was a little bit more, but with add-ons that would take it to around 100. They've rejected 2 offers now and they're intent on keeping him. So I think it might be that maybe the Liverpool are going to have to wait for Jan Diamand to push. Maybe in a similar way to what happened with Alexander Isak. They might be saying to Jan Diamand, listen, go and push. Go and let Leipzig, go and let them know. Go and tell them you want to leave. Because once that happens, it makes negotiation an awful lot more easily. Prince Rupert says, people said they were reliant on Messi last World Cup too. I think they probably were then as well, weren't they? But he was a much stronger player then. I think he could win a World Cup on his own to some degree. Diamand was brilliant v Germany, but could Liverpool be victim of the World Cup curse? I know he's shown promise already at club level, but still. I think the World Cup curse generally only applies, doesn't it, if it's a player that's been signed primarily off the back of the World Cup. Jan Diamand was strongly being linked to Liverpool, to PSG, well before this World Cup started. Whereas I think if you look at, say, Salif Diao and El Hadj Diouf were not being linked at all to Liverpool before Senegal smashed France at the World Cup and actually had a really decent tournament. Argentina switch of play. Over to the right-hand side. Can he keep it in? Yes. But they're just playing it backwards. Messi absolutely tears up the MLS much more than in the World Cup. And I think Mbappe will score a hat-trick tonight, says Al-Shamari. Mr. Bidwell, hope the refs will do the same in the Prem next season that they've done at this World Cup, not give fouls for the slightest touch. I'd love that as well. Jellyfish says they're players that do the hard graft like DePaul, McAllister, and Alvarez, young, potent striker. I mean, we don't really see Alvarez playing all that much for Argentina. And he's not even that young anymore, is he? He's getting on a little bit, isn't he, Julian Alvarez? Oh, and Argentina are in here. Go on, lad. Go on, finish it. Now. Oh. Good grief. Yeah, he'll be 27 this season as well, Alvarez. Do you think he's a good signing, Key? Jan Diamond, I think, would be a good signing. Yes, I do think he'd be a good signing. I think the more this game goes on, if Austria start to really gamble in the last 5 minutes, they might actually get an equaliser. Argentina just haven't been at it today. Shahid, I heard on Anfield Agenda. Well, yeah, I was going to say, mate, I'll be honest with you. During the summer, a lot of those channels have to keep busy by pushing absolute lies, to be fair. Jelly, Prime. Yeah, Prime probably is 27, but it's not young, is it? Prime, though. I would agree with Prime. Chukwuemeka all the way back. Not much come of Carney Chukwuemeka, to be honest. Shell says, Key, don't know if you've seen, we got a red weather warning for Tuesday, 9 a.m. to Wednesday, Wells in England, in case the heat affects you. Illness like me. Yes, we have. The good news is, I guess for me and you, Shell, is that it's mainly South Wales and the south. So we've got amber warning, haven't we, around where we are. Kind of the northwest in general is amber. It's red. The red warning geographically only tends to apply to the south. But either way, it will still be very, very hot. And yes, definitely need to be careful. So hopefully, look after yourself. Stay hydrated. Good ball all the way. Oh no, it's going to be passed all the way back to the keeper again. Are Austria even bothered about winning this game? Andy, I'm down south. Well, yeah, I mean, I was looking at the weather warnings, and yeah, it is a red warning, but only in certain parts of England, and South Wales is one of those, as is much of the south of England. But the northwest and the further north you get, obviously it gets cooler. That's how it is in England, and where we are, Shell will be amber warning. Not quite red, amber, still be hot, but maybe not as bad. Timbo Prime is probably younger than 27 in a lot of players' cases, especially if they burst onto the scene at 16. Owen, Neymar, Rooney, etc. peaked probably at like 23, 24. Yeah, definitely there's anomalies, but I think we'd probably argue the vast majority of players peak around 26, 27. But either way, young was the term. Alvarez doesn't... same with Mbappe. I think I've been scarred by Mbappe being nearly 28. Mbappe being 28 is like maddening to me. So when they said young for Alvarez, I was like, Alvarez I don't think is much younger than Mbappe, to be honest. I think he's nearly 27, or he's 27 this season anyway. And I only know that because there was obviously lots of talk about him moving on. Argentina in the area. Hit it. Why are people so... I'm sure this is definitely a bit fixed. Austria have shown zero interest in trying to turn this game around. Zero interest. Key, do you think Cristiano Ronaldo was a better player than Henry? Yes. Yeah, I would say so. It's going to be a nightmare for everyone the next few days, so look after yourself. Absolutely. Weather like this makes me want to move to Norway, says Timbo. I know, yeah, a bit of snow would be lovely right about now, wouldn't it? Free kick, is it? Or is it a corner? What's he giving? I think it's a corner. Messi is going over to take it. No, it's a free kick. It is a free kick. Come on, we need a goal for Argentina here. I've got Argentina to win and over 1 goal. So this is going to do me head in. Angus says, a million studies have taken about athletic peaks. It's almost always hits around 27. Yeah, and there's always exceptions, isn't there? There's certainly players who peaked earlier. There's certainly players who peaked later. Some would argue Gary McAllister had his best ever years of his career when he was in his mid to late 30s. Great ball in. Austria head it away. Be glad you don't live in America. It gets so hot, especially here in St. Louis, Missouri. Love that. Ben says, so do you think Ronaldo's the best player to ever have played in the Prem? I think he might be. Yeah, I think he might be. I mean, in different ways. I think Ronaldo... There's lots... Yeah, if we're talking about a player who could win a game on his own, there's been a fair few in the Prem. But I would probably say... Ronaldo. Yeah. Austria can't be fixing again, can they, Key? I tell you, it's looked very sus, this game. Very sus. Long ball into the box. Argentina head it away. 3 minutes still to go. That's going to be handball and a free kick to Austria. Too easy. 2.5 minutes left. Just a reminder, I will be back for France-Iraq at 10 o'clock. Hopefully, it'll be a lot cooler then. A lot cooler. Ben says those answers just prove this channel isn't hosted with any bias. Big respect to you, Key. Oh, there's always bias. There's always bias. But you've got to try and guard against that where possible. I didn't like Ronaldo, but he was undeniably, I think, the best player in the Prem. But if we're talking, the funny thing is, I don't want to spark this debate right towards the end, but if we're talking about a player's actual, like, peak, it's so mad. And again, in reference to bias, I genuinely think there's a lot of Liverpool players. If we're doing players' peak in the Premier League, I think there's a lot of Liverpool players in that starting lineup. There's a lot of Liverpool players in that. Luis Suarez, I think, is at his peak. Suarez, Henry, and Ronaldo would be the front three for me. I think Gerrard at his peak would be in there. I think Van Dijk for sure. I actually think Coutinho at his peak for sure would be in there. I think if we're talking the best goalkeeper to ever play in the Prem, I'd say it's very much between Courtois and Alisson. Come on, this is it. Messi, must be. Finish it. Oh, you joker, finish it. Now, hit it. Messi, what are you doing? You divvy! Yes! There you go! Hey! 60 seconds left! Messi! Yes! Get in there! Go on then! Love that! That's absolutely splendid! That's what we needed. Argentina 2, Austria 0. I thought he'd messed that up then. Messi sticks it away. What a goal! It wasn't a good goal. It was a dreadful goal in the end. That's incredible. Jamie says Rooney over. I don't think it's Rooney over Gerrard. I think Rooney and Gerrard make that list, by the way. Yeah, I'd find a way for Rooney to be in there. I'd find some way for Rooney to be in there. Rooney in the 10. Put Gerrard deeper. I don't care. But yeah, Rooney, Gerrard. You've got to have them both on the pitch. You've got to have Ronaldo. You've got to have Henry. You've got to have Suarez. I'd probably find a way to have Coutinho in there as well. There you go, 18 World Cup goals for Messi. Just scored in 6 consecutive World Cup games, equaling the record by Just Fontaine and Jairzinho. Can he score? Can he score against Jordan, isn't it? It's Jordan. If Messi scores against Jordan, he breaks the record of scoring in consecutive World Cup games. That series of passes looked like a circus act. Shades of Jacob Murphy from Messi. He's not human. Reese says, genuinely, if anyone thinks Ronaldo is better than Messi, you need your head examined. Well, he probably isn't better than Messi now, but we're looking at players who are 30, 38 and 41. Like, or 39 and 41, like, in the nicest possible way. We're literally looking at players in the twilight of their years. Players who shouldn't... I mean, Christ, in some generations of human history, they wouldn't be alive. The average living, like, the average lifespan of a person was about 45. In certain parts of the West about 200 years ago. So, they're still playing at an elite level now. And I would say Messi's certainly the better player now. There's no doubt about that. But they're both incredible footballers. And at their absolute peak, I don't think there's an awful lot between them. There really isn't an awful lot between them. Ronaldo at his best was outrageously good. Messi at his best was unplayable. The pair of them. I think that's why the debate will always rage on, because at their peak they were inseparable. They were so good. They both won loads of stuff in teams. They won individual honours. They broke goal scoring records. They were incredible. So the debate will always rage on. I think Ronaldo fans will say it's undeniably Ronaldo. Messi fans will say it's the other. I think the argument sits somewhere in the middle. I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I look at it and think, well, I don't think either side could honestly sit there and say this guy is miles better than the other, because he's not. They're both very, very good. Both very, very good. Some people will think Messi, some people will think Ronaldo, and that's fine. That's what it's about. Better attitude. That's it. See, that's the primary reason. Messi is far more likeable than Ronaldo. Far more likeable. Dylan says Ronaldo hasn't won a World Cup. I know he hasn't won a World Cup, but then Messi's never won a Premier League. Messi's never won a Carabao Cup. All Boxed Up says the Austrian number 3 couldn't be asked to stick his foot out properly to stop the shot going in. Andy says I edge towards Messi. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Leon says the next 2 games could be called off. The France game could be off due to weather. Really? To weather. I mean, to be fair, we've got through this World Cup so much. Here, France versus Iraq. Severe thunderstorms are forcing a postponement at kickoff. That game might be delayed and maybe getting called off altogether. Severe thunderstorms are scheduled. Wow. It's in Pennsylvania, that one. Severe thunderstorms in Pennsylvania. Fans have been told not to travel to the Philadelphia Stadium for France v Iraq because of the weather in the region. Both games, including the Norway game, actually might get called off. This might be the last time I see you guys tonight. Yeah. Yeah, lightning and storms in Pennsylvania. We don't yet know what's going to happen with that one. It could well be that this is the last game I see you for tonight. Philip Bidwell says both incredible players, but Messi is just a little bit better. That's why Messi is the best of his generation. And again, that's cool. That's absolutely cool. I have no issue with it. I'm not arguing that Ronaldo's better. I just don't believe the argument that Ronaldo is miles better than Messi. I'll say that. I think both are incredible. And I think Ronaldo right now is nowhere near where Messi is right now. That's absolutely fair. But at their peak, at their best, can't really separate them. It's tough. Angus says, welcome to America, lightning and storms. Yeah, well, there you go. Let's see. We will have to wait and see whether or not there is indeed a game later on. We don't know. France v Iraq. I've got it scheduled. I have got it there. Norway versus Senegal as well. Both games are really, really games that I want to watch, to be honest. I'd really like to see both games played. But there's a very good chance that we'll see France v Iraq maybe postponed, maybe delayed. Who knows? I'll see. Hopefully I'll be back later on tonight. If the games go ahead, I will be on. Assuming they go on about the times that they are said to. But I will see you all maybe later tonight. If not later tonight, then I'll be back tomorrow for... Is it England? It's England tomorrow, isn't it? If France v Iraq doesn't happen tonight and Norway versus Senegal doesn't happen tonight, then we've got Portugal-Uzbekistan tomorrow, followed by England versus Ghana. Portugal-Uzbekistan, England-Ghana. We'll be watching both of them tomorrow night. Hopefully you'll join me for some of them. Take it easy, folks. Have a lovely, lovely day. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Ta-da. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave.